Hey, Smedley, buddy, is today's show being broadcast in 3D or what?
No, why do you ask?
The glasses?
Oh, these. No, I'm trying to figure out what this 3D picture is supposed to be. They say there's a hidden picture here somewhere.
No. You don't wear 3D glasses for those. Here's what you do. Try it. All right. Put your face really close to the picture, okay? Go ahead. Put it close. Now, slowly pull the picture away while crossing your eyes just a little bit so everything's out of focus, and don't look directly at the picture. Kind of look through it. All right? So, is it working? Do you have it?
Oh, yeah, I've got it.
Well, what is it?
A really bad headache.
Smedley, why the sudden interest in this art stuff anyway?
Well, just take a look around this studio. I mean, it's just blah. I need a change of scenery. I need inspiration.
Well, you don't necessarily have to go out and buy something. Here, why don't you try making something all by yourself?
I have a better idea. Why don't I make something? Now, where can I find my inspiration? David, that's your next assignment. Find me inspiration for my killer creation!
This is how we do it.
Are you the creative type? We are going in search of creativity. We're going in search of art and inspiration. So we've come to one place. This is an art gallery in Tampa Bay. In fact, it's more of a conglomeration of studios. It's called Artists Unlimited, and they literally have dozens of studios for all sorts of artwork. In fact, take a look in here. This is just one of many. That's just for candles. On top of that, they have painting, woodworking, sculpting, photography, and much, much more. In fact, we're on a mission to be inspired for creativity. So let's see who and what we can find. Stephen DTV in search of art and creation. Oh, we have someone here. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, I see you're working on something here. What is it?
A wall.
It's a wall. Yeah, I guess it is. So you're a painter.
Not really, just helping out.
Well, technically you got paint here. You're painting.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a heck of a work of art, I think. Here, why don't I trade you?
Sure, here.
Thanks,
Go
man.
ahead.
I'll see you later. So you're sitting patiently in your classroom, your art classroom, and you drop some blue paint on the floor. Disaster! Well, not here at AUI, because this is what they do here. In fact, take a look around. They have works of art by all different ages of kids, whether it's painting, drawing, or sculpting. Look at this. We have pottery masks and sculptures like the gargoyle there on the wall. So if you think you have an artist inside you, no matter how old you are, pick up that paintbrush, pick up that clay, pick up that wood, and have some fun. Art is fun. Excuse me! You want to learn about art? Let's go straight to the artist and talk to them. What's your name?
Morgan Hatfield.
Morgan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
Now, what do we got here? This is the stuff you've been working on, right?
Yeah, this is some of the stuff that my partner and I actually do. We have a lot of stuff that we make with molds, and then we have original pieces that we throw on these wheels over here. So this is how we start out with a piece that we're making the mold out of. We sculpt it out of clay, and we get a mask that we want, and then we pour plaster over it in a mold in a box. And when we're done with that, that sits for a couple of weeks, and then we can pour slip, which is liquid clay,
Okay.
into the mold. You let it set for a couple of minutes, you pour off the excess, and this is what you have over here.
So we start off with that and then end up with basically the same thing.
Basically this, yeah. This is the finished product, but you can't have all that in the mold because the mold won't let it go. So you have to make sure you don't have any undercuts, which is why the guy is bald. We don't have any hair on him yet.
Sorry about that, bud. We'll get hair on you soon.
But when we're finished with him, we wind up taking and putting antlers or hair or mustaches or anything else on him that you want to do.
How did it get shiny like this?
This is called an antique bronze glaze. And basically glaze is nothing more than an aggregate of sand or clay or whatever, and it heats up really, really hot in the kiln, and it basically turns to glass on top of the piece that you're making.
So you bake that, huh?
Yeah, you have to bake this one first, and when it's finished, it'll be white. And then when that's done, you take and you put your glaze on it, and you bake it in the kiln again, and it comes out bronze.
So what kind of artist are you? What title are you under?
I'm a 3D artist. I work, in other words, I don't paint, I work in three-dimensional stuff. I sculpt, which is what this is. I throw stuff on the wheel, like these over here, and then I work with molds. And we get things like this dragon teapot or pitchers or bottles and things of that nature. And then I do a lot of carving on the bottles and stuff to try and make it my own original work.
And after about 2 years, you can work your way up to detail and coloring like this. Look at that. Take a look. How long did this take you?
That takes 5 firings. It has basically 4 different glazes on it, along with white 14-karat gold and a mother of pearl glaze. So you don't want to put that in your microwave. It's metal.
Holy mother of pearl, Batman. It is unbelievable. Well, listen, thank you. We learned a lot, and we're on to other things. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Why don't you take this over to the kiln for me, okay? I've been working on it for about 4 or 5 hours, and it needs
Okay.
to be fired right about
Cool,
now.
no problem. Bring this to the kid. Whew, it is hotter in this room, so we must be near the kilns. Hey, what's your name?
My name's David. What's yours?
My name's David. What's yours?
Hey, this is deja vu all over again.
Well, you're not kidding. That was a little bit weird. Now, these are the kilns right here?
These are the kilns. If you look down in here, this is what the inside looks like. This is fire brick, and then in between the fire brick are coils of wire, just like on an electric stove.
Those get a little hotter than the brick, huh?
That's right. They are red hot, just like your stove. If we had this on, we could not be standing this close to it. These 2 kilns are on right now, and they're about half through their firing process.
Let me see if this one's on. My eyes!
Oh, it's
No,
face,
no.
it's melting.
It's not on. It's okay. Now, you have the gloves on. Are you a kilnster?
I am a kilnster, right.
Now, tell us, it goes in there. What does it come out looking like?
It will be somewhat the same color. This will be a more white color. If it's red clay, it's going to be red.
Well, cool. Thanks, Dave. I'll tell you what, why don't you bake this up? I told I told a friend of mine that I would do this for him.
Where's the rest of it, David?
I can get it for you. You want me to do that? So, Smedley, have you seen anything for your creation in there? There's a lot of good stuff, man.
No, nothing yet. I'm still working on this stupid thing. I can't see anything but dots and lines.
Okay, now don't hurt yourself. Relax your eyes and don't look at it. Look through it.
That's the way I watch this show. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, wait a second. No. Oh, wait. Nope. Oh, I got it. Nah, oh, I don't have it. I can't do it. It's impossible.
Okay, here, do me a favor. Hold it up close to the screen, all right? Let me take a look. Oh, wow, it jumps right at you. It's a bunch of motorcycles, man. That is cool. That is 3-dimensional.
Nobody likes to show off.
Oh, Smedley, no, come back, buddy. Smed, I just got lucky, okay?
No, it's not that. I just came up with my creation. Now I've got to go make it. Hey, where can I find 2 tons of newspaper and 80 gallons of paste?
Oh, man, stick around. This is going to be good. David D. TV, a Smedley production, will be back after these messages. What? Ron? And now back to David D. TV. Oh my gosh, what is that thing?
Can't you tell?
Let me guess. A bowling ball. No. Turtle? No. Cabbage?
It's me! Look at it! Can't you tell? It's what I like to call the Smedhead.
Smedley, let's think about this. Are you sure you want that, as nice as it is, as the centerpiece in the studio, the focal point?
Yes, it is said that we will keep the Smedhead. Whoops, the Smedhead is dead.
Hey, everybody, I want you to meet Allie. Now, Allie, you're dealing with some clay and pottery. Is that your specialty?
That is, David. I'm a potter. I'm one of the founding members, and I've been a teacher here for several years.
So you teach people how to make cool pots and stuff?
Try to.
All right.
Sure do.
Can you show us how you do it?
Sure. First thing we're going to do is wedge the clay. And
Wedge
that-
it, huh?
Right. And it's kind of like kneading bread dough.
But we shouldn't eat it when we're done.
I wouldn't recommend it.
But we will bake it. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, let's do it.
What we're doing is we're redistributing the moisture in the clay. We're getting all the direction of the particles going in one direction, so I don't have to do so much work over on the wheel.
Because it's all going to be spinning on one direction once you get it over there, huh?
And the better I have it to its form that it's going to end up on the wheel, the less work I have to do.
All right, now we started off, obviously, this is not the vase or the vase. How did you get it started here?
Well, this is that lump of clay, and what I did was sit it down on the bat. This is a bat. It's close to the middle as possible. And then I started the wheel spinning, and what I'm doing is called centering. This is the most important part and the hardest part to learning pottery.
Centering it like this is the hardest part?
Right, right. Because you can see the wheel's turning pretty fast, and we've got to get the clay up very high. And the actual centering process occurs on the downward motion, which I'm getting ready to do.
Okay.
And sometimes, especially when students are first starting off, they have a tendency to push too hard or not hard enough. If they push too hard, the whole piece can go flying off the wheel.
It really can go flying?
Yeah, I've been airborne a few times.
Cool, we might get airborne. You may want to step back a little bit. I don't want your TV getting dirty. After this stage, I don't want you to do it right now unless you're ready, but what do we do?
We're gonna open the piece up, get it ready to actually pull the form up. So we're gonna do a basic cylinder, and that's what I always teach my students at the very beginning. If they can master a basic cylinder, then they can pretty much well create any form thereafter.
Okay. So let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to step back just in case clay goes flying. I don't want a kneecap taken out here.
So what I'm doing is finding the center. So I put my finger here and try and just let the clay do the work, and let my finger naturally follow what the clay wants to do, because the clay wants to center itself, and I'm just helping it. So I'm just putting my finger down in there, and then pulling it back a little bit
Oh, I see.
to open it up.
So you just move your finger a little bit and that big hole happened?
Yep. It's very responsive to what I'm doing. So it's real important to be able to feel your body and understand what's going on with it too.
Right, the slightest little move could mess up the whole thing. Now this is starting to look like something now.
Right.
What are you going to do with it after this?
Okay, now what we're going to do is pull it up. And pretty much what I've been working with my right hand, but now I'm going to switch, and my left hand's going to go inside. That's my support hand, and my
Okay.
right hand is my pulling hand. So I'm just going to come down here at the bottom, and I'm going to kind of like squeeze the clay together between my hands.
Okay.
I want to put enough pressure that I make it pull up, but I don't want to put so much pressure that I end up breaking it.
Right.
So I'm just squeezing, and now it starts coming to life.
Look at that. This is unbelievable. You're making it look so easy. Obviously, when you first start, they probably can't do this right away, huh?
No, not really, but a few tries. And they usually will come up with something not this refined looking, but they usually get the hang of it.
I could come up with something that looks like a DNA molecule, and that's about it. Okay, we're already breaking things. Oh no! Okay, now you just put it back on there. Okay, let's push it down. We push it down. Right? We completely lost it.
Did a great job.
Oh, I don't think so. Wait, oh, almost got away. Almost got away. Okay, see now I have like 3 different pieces here.
That's economy of.
Yeah,
Great. Okay, let's open it.
Open it.
Yeah.
Okay, now how do we open it? Stick in the thumb and pull out a plum. Okay. Put it right
I'm just
down.
gonna even it up just a little bit.
I'm gonna try this one for real. Oh, now it's getting quicker. Oh, jeez. Now that, oh, jeez. Oh, now we're losing clay. I better get out of here. I'm making a mess. Much harder than it looks. Get a little clay in there, I'm sorry. So listen, Smedley, about your situation, have you gotten over your desperation and found your inspiration for your killer creation?
Why, yes, I have. In fact, I've just finished it. Take a look.
Wait a minute, you have got to be kidding me.
You think it's too much?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, maybe the hair's too puffy.
My little friend, you need some serious help.
Now that he's gone, I can tell you for the first time ever, I think he's right. I do need help. And not just anybody's help. I mean, I need your help. Since I'm not having any luck here, I need you to draw or paint a picture of, I don't know, say, me? Here's the deal. If you send me a picture of me, I may display it right here on the set here on David D. TV. One work of art will be chosen to forever hang on the walls of my studio. I'll have the address for you when we come back.
We're coming back with more David D. TV right after these messages. And now, back to more David D. TV. Hey, Smedley, you think that sounded like me? Excuse me, Mr. Director, no offense to you, but you're looking kind of bored. How's your project coming along?
Oh, it's coming along just fine. In fact, it reminds me.
Hello, what's going on here? What's our address up here for?
Well, it's part of my inspiration. Let's just say I'm getting a little help here and there.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna trust you this time. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, I do. I just hope you do.
Hey everybody, this is Jonathan. Now Jonathan, you're working on something huge here. It looks like a dragon.
Yeah, this is not Prince George. What's his name? Oh, Saint George and the Dragon. Or this is his friend.
So, what type of artist are you? Are you a sculptor, or tell us how you got started?
I've always wanted to be an art teacher, and after I've been teaching kids for over 30 years, I figured it's time for me to do some of my own artwork. You know, you can go to class from time to time, and you get kids turned on to doing different kinds of things, and you never have time to do your stuff for yourself.
So you started doing it
So
yourself?
as soon as I retired, I figured now it's my turn.
I love this. This is, I've never seen anything like this. What is it? I mean, what is it made out of?
Well, it's really a mache. It's like paper mache, except it's not paper. This is fabric. It's like gauze, like a Band-Aid gauze, and it has plaster pushed in the holes of where the gauze is.
Oh, I see.
And
So when you get it wet, it comes out.
it liquefies, it gets real soft, and you can wrap it around here to stiffen up, and of course it becomes very hard. This I did, several weeks ago. In order to give it some thickness, this is the regular wire under here. In these areas, there are wood dowels in there. If I want it to bend, then I would take 2 of these straws, or maybe 3 of them for thickness. Now, of course, they're paper straws. They are not the kind of plastic you use in the lunchroom in the school.
Right.
They bend, and then with wire in them, I can make this wider. So when I start wrapping with the plaster, it automatically becomes stronger and looks like it will hold up these little shapes.
Thank you, Jonathan. It's very fascinating.
Thank you so much.
I want to see it when it's done. Can I come back?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. See you, Jonathan. David D. TV going in search of the creative people in Tampa Bay, and I think we found one here. Look at these colors. How you doing? What's your name?
Ray Paul.
Now, Ray, you obviously are a painter. I can tell by the amount of paint you have on your clothes. What advice would you have for someone who sees a painting like this and just says, that's what I want to do? Because I look over here, and look at this. When you see this, that's what you think of when you think of a painter or an artist. Just paint all over the place. And I mean, this is cool. This is probably inspiring a lot of people. What advice would you have for them?
I say, first of all, you really need to learn how to draw, first of all. I spent a lot of time as I was a little kid. I spent hours and hours perfecting learning really how to draw, and then after that, just want you to learn the basics and just go with what you feel is what makes you happy, really, and just go for it.
Stick with your heart then, huh?
That's right. You got to learn, of course, you got to learn a lot of the rules and learn how to do it right. But once you learn that, then you can really have fun. Because art should be fun, I think.
That's one of the things that I realized by talking to the different artists here. It is fun. Is it important to work in a studio that's about 120 degrees too?
No, we get a little sweat mixed in with the paint, so you got a little yourself in there. So.
Very cool. Well, listen, Ray, thanks for talking with us. We appreciate it. We'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. I spilled some paint there. I'll clean that up. No problem. Getting very artistic today on David D TV. Now, when you think of art, you probably most likely think of painting or sculpting, but don't forget, photography is art too. Take a look. Unbelievable. Look at these. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Now, I see here two signs, Tampa Port Authority and Donna McBride. I'm assuming you're not Tampa.
I'm not Tampa Port Authority, that's me.
Donna McBride, you took these pictures?
Yes, I did. This is a part of the Tampa Work Show here at AUI, where we were assigning photographers to different businesses down here in the Port of Tampa to document the history and the industry, the business, the work that's going on in the port.
Now, some of the technical parts of being a photographer, I suppose, is developing in the darkroom. Do you guys have one here at the studio?
Yes, we do.
Can we go take a look?
Yeah, it's right upstairs.
Let's go. Wow, this is fascinating. Now, tell us about this stuff. Why, first of all, does it have to be dark in here?
Well, it needs to be dark because the film that we use in the cameras is light sensitive. That's how we make the picture. The film in the camera is exposed to light wherever you're shooting your picture, and that's what makes the picture on the film. Then we bring the film into the darkroom and with some chemicals, process the film, wash all the emulsions off of it, and that's where you see, sometimes at home you see negatives when you bring your family snapshots home.
Everybody looks like they're neon and glowing.
It's reverse. You look like ghosts in the negatives. Then we bring them in here, the negatives, and we use photographic paper. That's a special paper we buy at the store, and we use these things that are called enlargers to magnify the image off of the negative onto a piece of paper. You got the paper, and it still needs to be dark because the paper is now light sensitive.
Okay.
And we have to go to the sink and wash it in another set of chemicals, and that's when the picture begins to appear.
Well, thanks for showing us around, Don. I appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
Do you mind if I look around some more?
Sure, help yourself.
All right, you can turn off the lights again. Smedley, everybody's dying to find out, how's the art project coming along?
Well, that depends.
Depends on what?
Well, if someone were to mail something to me today, when would I get it?
Smedley, what's going on?
Well, I'm having kids send in their drawings of me so that we can brighten up this place. No matter what you say, it's my idea and I'm standing by it.
I like it.
No, I won't hear of it. I'm going through with it. This is the best way to get... What'd you say?
I said I like it. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, well, I knew you'd see it my way. See, I knew the plan was brilliant, and it was just a matter of time before you realized my...
Smedley!
Yeah?
Give the address again.
Okay.
Thanks. If Smedley doesn't break anything, we'll be back with more after this. What? We're on? And now back to David D TV. There you have it, Smedley. David D TV putting the art in artistic.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the new addition to my studio.
Yeah, I know you're going to get a lot of great pictures. By the way, that reminds me. Do I have to mail this in, or can I bring it in when I come back to the studio?
Sorry, employees of David D TV are not eligible to win. But remember, a picture of me in care of David D TV, P.O. Box 30028, Tampa, Florida 33630.